Hi, this is Gary Boss with Audio Technica, and I'm here with Pro Audio Land, and we're talking about microphones. And in this segment, we're going to talk about ribbon microphones, and more specifically about the construction of ribbon microphones. In earlier segments, we talked about dynamic mics, and we talked about condenser mics and how those function and operate. And actually, on the ribbon microphone front, these are actually a form of dynamic microphone. So this falls within the dynamic microphone category. And in a ribbon microphone, what we want to do is we want to take a very, very strong magnet. We're going to take two magnets and put them on opposite sides. And we're going to put some ribbon material between this magnetic field created by these two strong magnets. And this ribbon material needs to be conductive. And what's going to happen is as that breaks that magnetic field, it's going to generate a very small voltage, which we're going to be able to convert into audio. Now, why do people talk about ribbons and why are they so prized, and what's the deal with them? Well, this ribbon material is not bound by anything. There's no voice coil attached to it. So from a dynamic microphone, it's considered to be really the purest form of transducer. They tend to be very smooth with a nice, smooth, rolled off high frequency. They work great on horns, a lot of times on vocals, and more popular now, you see them a lot on guitar amps. They just add this nice warmth and big sound to a guitar amp, like a live electric guitar amp. Now, there are some things you got to be careful with on kind of vintage and more traditional ribbon microphones. Because that ribbon material is so thin and so delicate, it's really susceptible to blowing into it, or wind can actually stretch that ribbon material. Also, a lot of times they tell you not to store your ribbon microphones horizontally, because that ribbon can kind of sag a little bit. So now on the Audio Technica microphones, we have some proprietary practices on there. You can store it however you want, and you use them outside and whatnot. But as a general rule, we definitely don't want you to do those. The other thing on ribbon microphones typically is you don't want to feed them phantom power, and it's not necessarily that you feed them phantom power that can damage them. It's if you plug and unplug the microphone with phantom power on, it can throw a spike of voltage in there, and it actually excurts the ribbon and can damage it permanently. So you always want to make certain that you have phantom power disabled when you're using a ribbon microphone. Now, that being said, some of the more modern ribbon microphones, such as ours, and there's some others out there, actually require phantom power because there's electronics in here to actually amplify the output of that ribbon and also provide your preamp with a nice steady impedance. Ribbon microphones tend to be very preamp dependent, where you have to choose your preamp wisely. On the modern ones that are phantom powered like this and some other ones, they're much less preamp dependent. So anyways, that's a little bit about ribbon microphones, and I hope this helped you out.